What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about the Crisis Core review score. So, full name, Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion review scores. Felt like just saying Crisis Core was a more simple way of doing it, but it got the review scores today, 1 week before the game actually launches. Remember, it comes out next Tuesday on the 13th. I'm very, very excited, and the reviews actually don't change my mind at all. I don't know if they make me, more excited. My excitement for it kind of is unaltered just in general based off all these, but it got a 77, so it's a 77 based off 45 critic reviews. It's really part of this era we're in with Marvel's Midnight Suns. I think got like an 83 or an 84. I think Crisis Core actually got higher than the Callisto Protocol, which I think is like a 74. So we've been seeing some games get into the mid sevens, high sevens. And again, reviews for me, they're good to kind of read what people are saying about it, but ultimately, I'm not making my purchasing decision based off reviews. I was excited, and I was getting the game before the review, and I'm doing the exact same thing now. The reviews don't change my mind. There are actually several 9s. I think there's 6 sites that gave it a 9. 2 of them actually gave it a 9.5. So there's plenty of really good scores. 8s, there's actually loads. I think 8 is probably the most common with like 10 plus 8s. But then you have the lower ones, right? You have a lot of 6s. I think 4 6s, 4, 5, 7s. You have one that gave it a 4 out of 10. But honestly, what they're saying in it tends to be positive. Here's what I think the overall kind of opinion of this is this is the best way of playing it. I actually saw a couple people point this out on Twitter where it's like, no matter what these reviewers thought of the game, one thing you have to remember is, are you going to go back and play Crisis Core, like right now, 2022, or when this game comes out, Reunion? Are you going to go back and are you going to play Crisis Core on the PSP? Is that the best place to play this game? And the answer is no. This Reunion is going to be the best place to play this game. Now, is it a really well done remaster? Does it make the game kind of fit in 2022? Those are more complicated, right? Some people think yes, some people think no. I think a lot of people say the story and the writing doesn't translate more right now, like nowadays kind of writing, which is maybe a good thing. The combat is kind of up and down from, again, some people really liked it, some people really didn't. But that I think that's generally the idea that is kind of being said. Whether the story, because it does, it looks really good. This game, obviously, based off any trailer you could have watched of it, it does look really good. It's just a question of, does it actually seem like a game in 2022? But that's a tough question because it's a remaster, it's not a remake, and those are two separate things, because a remake is one that I think of more often when I think you need to make the game feel like it came out in the year that you're releasing it. So if you're remaking a game from 2003, let's say, a random year, if you're remaking it, it's got to try to feel like it was made in 2022. That's kind of the whole point, is you're remaking it from the ground up. If you're remastering it, you're just kind of ironing out, right, some of the smaller details, mainly even the visuals. In fact, remasters kind of historically, the visual aspect of it was like the main thing that you would really try to nail. So I do think that's probably why this is considered a remaster. It definitely seems like it's more in line with the remaster, right? Because, again, certain aspects of it don't maybe necessarily translate well to 2022, but that's not, that is somewhat the point, but it's not really the biggest point. The point is this the best way of playing it? The answer is yes. Is it off of a game that wasn't even universally loved at the time? That answer is, also yes, right? So, again, 77, that's a solid score. Like, that 4 really hurts. It's the only what Metacritic considers to be negative review. The 6s and 7s are all actually considered just I think it's mixed is what they call it. So the 4 really, I think, brings it down. If you eliminated the 4, I think this would jump by probably 2 or so points. Probably would get closer to 80. I'm still very excited. As I've said before, it really hasn't changed for me. I'm excited to jump in, and I'll have loads of videos on the game as well once I get my hands on it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on. If you guys want to follow or support me anywhere else, all my social media is in the description below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one.